Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. I want to thank you all for being here. Today we're going to celebrate this very special full moon in Taurus, reflected in the light of Scorpio sun. We're being asked to take a deep psychological dive and look at what we're loyal to. Where are our values? How do we treat our bodies? What is it that we want to build? Our finances, power dynamics within our relationships, and what it is we may need to transform. Taurus is earthy and practical, fully capable of manifesting a plan to move forward, while Scorpio is secretive, deeply powerful, and inviting us to transform. But we have to be aware that we're in the midst of a highly emotional, even volatile time. Now it's important to allow yourself to grieve anything that you know must drop away or change, and all of which is being reflected back to us at this moment in time. The Taurus-Scorpio dynamic gives us the ability to endure, sustain, and survive, but the energy of moving on can be extremely difficult, and what we're clinging to most is probably that which we most need to let go of. Uranus, Lord of Lightning, sits right on top of this Taurus full moon, which is certain to bring us shakeups, sudden change, this desire for freedom and the ability to move forward with compassion. Venus in Libra, opposing Chiron and Aries, is going to highlight a deep healing in the ways we've been oppressed. The divine feminine within each of us is going to want to stand up and fight for who we are, what we love most, and reclaim what we have lost or unwittingly given away. This is also a time when inner child work and deep healing is going to be a focus and highlighted for us. Interestingly enough too, we have Black Moon Lilith in Taurus and close to this full moon. So this is going to trigger a movement toward recovering what is ours from where or when we have been shamed or dismissed. Lilith, along with Scorpio's passion, can reveal ways that our sexuality has been repressed or suppressed. Intimacy on all levels, both sex and money, will be in focus now. So on this highly unique and auspicious blue moon on Hallows Eve, let's craft together this three-part intentional sacred ceremony for powerful healing, guidance, and manifestation. So you guys will see that on my altar, on this, I think, very beautiful altar that I've set up for you guys, I have deep pink roses to the right. And these are for passion, sexuality, and romance. And then these gorgeous white roses and lilies for purity and to represent transformation. You can see that I have the skeleton theme going on, and this is to represent, along with the white rose, the death card in the tarot. So it's representing death and rebirth. Symbolizing for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere this symbolic death as the seasons change and summers come to its official end today, on what some people say Samhain, but in Celtic Samhain, on this very special day. On the altar, you'll also see that I have a bowl of raspberries down to the right. In Native American spirituality, raspberry was honored as having strong protective powers against unwanted spiritual beings. And this is important today, especially as the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest. In addition, raspberries represent fertility, and the raspberry bush patiently puts energy into creating strong roots for the coming year, just as we should do as well. In front of the skeleton, you see in the center, this is going to be the focus of our first meditation. I have a candle, I have a blue soda light wand, blue kyanite, and lapis lazuli. Taurus rules the throat, the neck, larynx, and the thyroid, and therefore corresponds to the throat chakra. So an unbalanced throat chakra can manifest itself through physical and non-physical symptoms. Physically, it can look like a stiff neck and shoulders, or thyroid disorders, speech disorders, and hearing problems. Non-physical signs of an unbalanced chakra or throat chakra include fear of speaking, social anxiety, shyness, and the inability to express your thoughts. The sodalite is really good for you if you find yourself in a constant loop of negative thought patterns, and I know many of us have, okay, especially with this Mercury retrograde period. Consider sodalite your new BFF, as it brings harmony and tranquility to your communications and settles our negative thoughts. It also helps us to better understand ourselves so that we can express ourselves authentically. The lapis, which I have to the right of sort of the candle in the center there, is an ideal stone for self-discovery because it helps us get to the truth of who we are. It deepens our awareness, reveals to us our purpose, and inspires us to seek the knowledge that's going to help us make a better vision of ourselves and of our lives. And to the left and to the center, the smaller stones are blue kyanite, which is great if you have trouble hearing your own inner wisdom. It helps you to fully step into your power of expression, own your true essence, stand in your truth on your own unique path. If you take a look down to the right of the altar, I have another candle. And around it I have amethyst, rose quartz, and manganese, which is actually the star of the show tonight, but you can't quite see that yet. Amethyst goes by the nickname of the intuitive eye. It interacts with your third eye chakra in a way that facilitates relaxation and peacefulness and healing in the areas of your body and mind where it's needed most. I also have rose quartz there, which is a beautiful stone for love and relationships, and this embodies Taurus, those sensual pleasures, but love, the home, relationships. But it also fosters unconditional love for ourselves and in all of our relationships with friends, family members, loved ones, and romantic partners. And then finally, the round stone down there at the bottom right, this is manganese or pink calcite, and it has a lovely, sweet energy with a vibration that's all about love, compassion, and forgiveness, and assists you to accept yourself and your actions. This pink stone is going to help you let go of experiences from the past, especially where you still feel fear or grief about something that happened. And it's particularly good for inner child healing as well. Okay, so it's perfect for what's going on right now. If you take a look at the left of the altar, I have tiger's eye, which is a powerful stone. It resembles the eye of the eye of the tiger, and it carries the energy and protection of the sun. It's a stone of courage and bravery, and it increases our confidence, but it's also a stone of good fortune and abundance, and the Taurus full moon is the perfect time to manifest abundance, in particular material wealth. Amazonite or Amazonite, depending on your pronunciation, sort of green heart-shaped stones that I have there, is a very ancient gemstone that's known for its beauty and healing properties. It's an excellent stone to have if you want something to manifest in your life. This stone will encourage you to be bold and brave, to make your dreams come true, and to keep trying until they do. It's also another great stone for success and abundance, attracting you good fortune and good luck. And then to the right of the Amazonite, I've got citrine, which is associated with Scorpio, which is where the sun is right now as the moon is in Taurus. And it really benefits and balances the solar plexus. It helps invite joy and happiness into our lives, especially at a difficult time like this. It gives us confidence, and it acts as a magnet for wealth and abundance. And then in the middle, sort of center at the bottom, I have some sweet potatoes, some onions, and some basil, all to represent this harvest period in the Northern Hemisphere. Representing sort of the end of summer as we celebrate Samhain or Samhain for some of you, or Hallows Eve. And as you guys know, no moon ceremony for me is complete without an essential oil blend. So I'm just going to grab it real quick. And to honor this full moon in Taurus, I've created an earthy blend with, it has vetiver and rose and cardamom, okay? So in keeping with the sensual nature of Taurus, I've got vetiver, which anchors, soothes, restores, and strengthens. Cardamom, which is rich and exotic and sensual. And rose oil, which is intoxicating. So I'm going to anoint my third eye, okay, for all that I know. And I'm going to anoint my wrists for all that I do. And then you guys can't see, but I'm going to anoint my ankles for everywhere I go. Okay, and before we get started, this is going to be a 3-part ceremony. I'm going to cleanse our space. Sometimes I like to use sage, but today I'm going to be using Palo Santo. So just take a moment. Okay. Let's cleanse our space. And as I blow this towards you as well. Okay. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to light our first candle representing the first part of our meditation to give us strength and clarity to speak our truth and to balance our throat chakra. If I can. Sorry, it wasn't working. Okay, second, I'm going to light the white candle of the stones on the right to purify our hearts, activate healing, and opening up the heart chakra to unconditional love. And then third, I'm going to light the white candle on the left for peace and serenity to connect us further to the abundance that is our birthright. So these are going to be the 3 sections . These are going to be the 3 parts of our ceremony tonight. So for those of you who are going to follow along with me, I'm going to ask that you guys find yourselves in a comfortable and seated position. You can use a meditation cushion or seat if you have one. You can use whatever seated, relaxing position as long as it makes you feel comfortable and it's completely pain-free. So take a moment to find your space and just take a deep breath. Make sure to sit up nice and tall and keep your shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe. And lay your hands softly on your thighs with your palms up. Now we're going to open up our healing circle and let it be known that all who enter may do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. Guardians of the East, we call upon you in your powers of knowledge and wisdom, guided by air. We ask that you keep watch over us and protect us within this circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. Guardians of the East, we call upon you in your powers of knowledge and wisdom, guided by air. We ask that you keep watch over us and protect us within this circle. Let all who enter this circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. Guardians of the South, we call upon you and your powers of energy and will, guided by fire. We ask that you keep watch over us and protect us within this circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. Guardians of the West, we call upon you and your feminine powers of passion and emotion. Guided by water, we ask that you keep watch over us within this circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. And finally, Guardians of the North, we call upon you and your masculine powers of endurance and strength. Guided by Earth, we ask that you keep watch over us tonight within this circle, and let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and in perfect trust. Once you find your moment, take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out from your mouth. Take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge being present. And let's work our way to love and begin to release energy. Stare at the candle flame in the center, surrounded by the blue stones, and take another long and deep breath. As you exhale, move attention to your throat and imagine a sapphire blue chakra. The blue glow of the chakra spreads like a vibration or a pulse from your throat to fill your neck and head first, and then the rest of your body. See, sense, and feel the energy from your throat fill every corner, every cell of your body. Imagine walking through a forest on a narrow path that is lined on both sides by huge shade-giving trees. You hear the sounds of insects, of small animals scurrying around, and of happily chirping birds. In the distance, a stream flowing over its rocky bed makes a pleasant gurgling sound. You find a small clearing against a giant log that has fallen on the forest floor. You walk up to it and sit with your back resting comfortably against the log. The sounds of the forest become even more evident to you. There's a magical quality to them, and you can now hear the faintest of sounds. The whole forest is playing a symphony, especially for you. See, sense, feel, and hear this symphony. Now see your fifth chakra spinning and gaining strength. As it spins faster, a blue light washes over you and pervades every cell, every pore in your body. Breathe deeply and feel the energy funneling into your throat, which is bursting with dazzling blue light, sparkling blue light, shimmering blue light. Take a moment to rest in this awareness. Gently stand up and start walking back from the fallen log to the edge of the forest where you first started. Look back at the singing forest and feel one with it. When you are ready, you may open your eyes. Now direct your eyes to the second candle to the right with the amethyst, the rose quartz, and the manganese or the pink calcite. And settle into the awareness of your body as you stare at the flame. Settle into the awareness of your breath. Feeling into your body right now, noticing what's here. Open to whatever is to be experienced in the body in this moment. Connecting to the breath. Noticing the wave-like movements of the belly. In this practice, we'll be cultivating loving kindness. We all have within us this natural capacity for loving kindness, or friendship that is unconditional and open, gentle and supportive. Loving kindness is a natural opening of a compassionate heart to ourselves and to others. It's a wish that everyone be happy. We begin with developing loving kindness toward ourselves, allowing our hearts to open with tenderness. Now allow yourself to remember and open up to your basic goodness. You might remember times you have been kind or generous. You might recall your natural desire to be happy and not to suffer. If acknowledging your own goodness is difficult, look at yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. Take a moment to think about, what does that person love about you? Or you may recall the unconditional love you felt from a beloved pet. As many of us have lost our beloved companions, and many of our beloved companions still walk by our side. It may help to use the imagination and to picture yourself as a young child standing before you, perhaps 4 or 5, 6, even 7 years of age. If that allows tender feelings of kindness to flow more easily. And as you experience this love, notice how you feel in your body. Maybe you feel some warmth or heat in the face, a smile, a sense of expansiveness. This is loving kindness, a natural feeling that's accessible to all of us, always. Resting with this feeling of open, unconditional love for a few moments. letting yourself bask in the energy of loving kindness, breathing it in and breathing it out, inviting feelings of peace and acceptance. So beginning now to wish yourself well by extending words of loving kindness to yourself. I'll be offering as guidance the phrases that I've chosen to use in my own practice. And you're invited to alter these phrases and choose whatever words express your wishes of loving kindness towards yourself and others. And you can repeat after me, or you can just listen to the words or say them in your head. But now offering these words in your mind for yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive, of this human experience. And now repeating in the mind these words of friendship and kindness to yourself once again. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. Sit with this energy. See, sense, and feel this energy wash over you, this love and this compassion. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Now I'd like you to direct your eyes to the third candle to the left. Our abundance section, our final portion of tonight's healing ritual manifestation. And I would like you guys to stare at the candle flame and repeat the following mantras for abundance. I love abundance and prosperity, and I attract it naturally. The whole universe and entire mankind is conspiring to make me prosperous and abundant. Abundance and prosperity is my birthright, and I have it. I let go of all resistance to prosperity, and it comes to me naturally. I am in a state of fulfillment, have abundant love and joy in my life, and am free to do whatever I wish to do. I'm going to repeat those. Oops. I love abundance and prosperity, and I attract it naturally. The whole universe and entire mankind is conspiring to make me prosperous and abundant. Abundance and prosperity is my birthright, and I have it. I let go of all resistance to prosperity, and it comes to me naturally. I am in a state of fulfillment, have abundant love and joy in my life, and am free to do whatever I wish to do. And now, as a final way to solidify our manifestation of abundance into our lives, I'm taking this very festive little goblet and I'm dropping coins in. Okay? And I'm going to fill this goblet with water. Okay. And this, you guys, I'm going to leave outside to catch the full moon, the light of the moon, moon water, and to hold space for each and every one of you to manifest your abundance. And before I do that, and as I finish this little ritual, we're going to repeat, and you may repeat after me or you can just listen. But with this goblet, Goddess Moon, hear my request. Do for me my financial best. Fill this cup with plenty and love. As below, so above. Amen. Aho. And I'm going to leave it here on our altar. And as night falls here in the northern hemisphere, I'm going to leave that goblet out so it collects the moonlight. And it amplifies and attracts the abundance for each and every one of us. This is the end of our ceremony, so I'm going to close out our circle. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Guardians of the North, we thank you and your masculine powers of endurance and strength, guided by Earth, for keeping watch over us and protecting us tonight within this circle. We now release you. Guardians of the West, we thank you and your feminine powers of passion and emotion, guided by water, for keeping watch over us and protecting us within this circle. We now release you. Guardians of the South, we thank you and your powers of energy and will, guided by fire, for keeping watch over us and protecting us within this circle. We now release you. Guardians of the East, we thank you and your powers of knowledge and wisdom, guided by air, for keeping watch over us and protecting us within this circle. We now release you. Amen. Aho. And so it is. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight for this very special full moon, a blue moon, Samhain, Hallows Eve. May you all have an absolutely abundant and love-filled year ahead of you. Find calm, peace, and healing. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Have a beautiful day. Take care.